Okay, so I want to make a quick little video, and I want to give you little guys a little bit of education. Okay, and the reason I want to do this is because a lot of you don't quite understand why flour is so bad. Like, you hear me talk about it on social media all the time. You hear me talk about, like, um, don't eat flour, don't eat flour, don't eat flour. It's worse than sugar, blah, 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 blah. But I think that most of you don't know why. So I'm going to dumb this down for you so that way you understand why this shit is so toxic. Okay? So understand this, man. Anything that you have that is like baked, fried, things like that, they have flour on them. They have batter on them. They have flour on them. So, for example, bread, pasta, cereals, flour tortillas, cakes, cookies, waffles, pancakes, pizza, all these things. Their main ingredient is flour. Now, you may be thinking that one of the main reasons that I tell you to stay away from it is because it's going to make you fat. Wrong. That's actually not why I tell you to stay away from it. That's one of the reasons and one of the main ones. But the absolute number one reason that I tell you to avoid that shit is for one reason and one reason only. And that is your gut. Okay, and I'm not talking about your gut like as in your fat. I'm talking about your actual digestive health. All right? Now, most of you don't realize this or know this, but when you eat foods that have flour in them, okay, just so you know, the crops that we have today, they're not like what we had 1,000 years ago. They're not the same wheat crops that used to be like 6 feet tall. These things have been scientifically engineered. They've been hybridized. They have like a completely different chromosome set than the ones that we had, that our great-grandparents had. Okay? It's a completely different crop. Okay? It's full of like hundreds of glutens. It's got all kinds of different components that are just absolute poison to your body. Okay? For example, it has not only just gluten, it has multiple forms of it. Okay? Forms of it that your ass cannot digest. That literally, and this is the main reason why I tell you to avoid this shit. This stuff literally creates holes in your intestines. Okay? Literally gaps. Now, our lining in our gut, the cells in there, they're actually supposed to have like these tiny little microscopic, like little bitty tiny little gaps, right? To absorb nutrients, vitamins and minerals and things like that, right? Well, when you eat anything that has flour in it, pow! Fucking tears your shit open, okay? And then you have these big gaps in your gut, right? And what happens is that you get these little undigested food particles, okay? I'm talking like proteins and whatever the fuck you have in your body, bad bugs, viruses, fungus, shit that was in your gut that normally your body would have kept out of your bloodstream. Now you basically just said, hello, come right on in, enjoy my body, enjoy destroying my body. Okay? So you basically just opened a door and said, welcome in, viruses, bacteria, fungus, all this shit, right? Proteins, undigested food. Now you have all this shit in your bloodstream, okay? Which creates an inflammatory response. I'm sure you've heard me talk about inflammation, okay? Inflammation. And typically what happens is when you get inflamed, besides the fact that your body's like attacking whatever just got into your bloodstream, it's also attacking your tissues. It's attacking like some of the knotted muscles. It's attacking your thyroid. It's attacking your organs. It's damaging all kinds of shit, okay? Completely ruining your body. You have people that have these autoimmune diseases. That's what it is. Autoimmune disease right there. Autoimmune disease. Holes in your gut, inflammatory response, and autoimmune disease. I used to have one, matter of fact. I had really bad eczema. Got it really bad around my eyes. I'm talking like it was bubbled up and scabbed, pussy. It was disgusting. And it was because gaps in my gut. Okay? Now I healed my gut. Now look, I'm a beautiful motherfucker. Okay? So anyway, so that's one of the reasons, okay? Because besides the fact that the gluten's causing the holes in your gut, okay, creating basically an open doorway for bacteria and fungus and all this shit to get in your bloodstream and undigested food. On top of that, okay, there's even more. When they harvest these crops, okay, when they harvest them, meaning like when they try and get them out of the fields, right, so they can take them to the factories so they can make fucking foods out of your shit, right, they spray the crops with glyphosate, okay? Glyphosate is basically weed killer, right? Weed killer. So guess what you get to eat when you eat flour? Fucking weed killer. You get to eat fucking weed killer. Yummy. Delicious, right? Now, guess what else damages your gut and causes those gaps? Boop! There's another one, okay? Now, on top of that, it also has lectins, which is like a little protective thing that the plant makes on top of itself, which also messes up your gut, but it also prevents you from being able to absorb nutrients, okay? Whole nother issue. If you can't absorb nutrients, what happens to your health? Okay, so now you have the lectins in there. And then on top of that, that's just a little bit of it, okay? And then on top of that, then because this stuff is so processed and refined, okay, this shit spikes your blood sugar. Guess what also damages your gut? High insulin levels, high blood sugar. Guess what also damages all your cells in your body? High blood sugar. High insulin levels. Guess what leads to diabetes type 2? High insulin. High blood sugar. Guess what you fuckers eat every day? Fucking flour. Okay? Bread is like the staple for most of you guys' meal. Pasta. You guys eat this stuff on a regular, right? So you get that. Because it's so highly processed, it's going to spike your blood sugar. On top of that, it's got another component to it. Man, got another component to it that's called the millepectin A, which that component in itself spikes your blood sugar worse than eating a bag of Skittles. Literally worse than eating a bag of Skittles. You go eat your wheat sandwich or your wheat pasta, guess what? You just ate a couple bags of Skittles. You're welcome. You just totally wrecked your health. Okay? So on top of that, and then on top of that too, it's got this stuff that is basically like an opiate to your brain. This is why you love it, okay? This is why you love it. It basically gets you high like heroin, right? Has a component that makes you basically get a high off of it. And then on top of it, you're also getting high because of the blood sugar spike and everything else too. You get a little dopamine high from it too because it's highly palatable. So which ends up making you addicted, which also ends up making you eat more. Okay, you have a drug addict that does a line of coke. What happens? 15, 20 minutes later, what do they want to do? They want to get high again. That's you every day. Make sense? Okay, but anyway, so the whole point I'm making this video is that flour, the main reason why I tell you guys to stay away from this stuff, okay, because, you know, I want you to be sexy. I want you to be hot. I want you to be ripped. I want you to be fucking beautiful, right? But on top of that, even above all that, I want you to be fucking healthy. Right? I want you to have good gut health. I want you to be able to perform like a beast every day in the gym. But when you eat foods like this, you're going to end up sick. You're going to end up inflamed. You're going to end up tearing a muscle, pulling something, tweaking something, having brain fog, getting depressed. This is also another factor. The inflammation that it causes leads to depression. Okay, on top of the fact that it blocks the absorption of nutrients. So then that also leads to depression when you have deficiencies in certain nutrients, right? So when you eat these foods, it's completely wrecking your health. And if you're not mentally feeling right, you have brain fog, you're depressed, you have anxiety, right? Do you really feel like you're going to want to work out? If you get an injury because you're inflamed, because this is really common, especially if you fucking eat pizza, you don't believe me? Go eat pizza, and then the next day go train legs. Don't believe me? Go learn for yourself. I want you to go eat pizza, and then tomorrow, I want you to go do leg day. And I'm not talking about like a little pussy leg day. I'm talking about a real fucking leg day. See how far you make it. Guarantee you either can't get your ass out of bed in the morning. You're dragging, moving super slow. You're going to be so tight and so inflamed, or you're going to pull something. You're going to tear something. Something bad is going to happen. That's a fucking guarantee. No one gets away with this shit. No one. And I can tell even like in my gym, man. My clients or my trainer's clients, I can always tell who's been eating right. And I can tell who hasn't. Because guess what? Guess who hasn't? The one that's always got the aches and the pains. The one that's always like moving slow or looks like they're borderline about to fucking fall in a hole because they're depressed, right? What you been eating lately? Why is your shoulder hurting? Why is your knee hurting? What'd you eat the past few days? I went out to a restaurant and I ate some bread. I'm like, stupid ass. That's what you get. I hope it fucking hurts. So that way you learn your lesson. So anyway, so the whole point I'm trying to make of this is, look, I want you to be sexy. I want you to be everything. I want you to have the best fucking life in the world. But the only way you're going to be able to get that is by putting high quality foods in your body. This is the only way you are going to get it and keep it. And to have the best of everything, you have to put the best of everything in to get the best of everything out. Because if you don't, you go make a stupid food choice, you tear holes in your gut, you're going to get sick, you're going to get injured, you're going to get depression, you're going to get anxiety, you're going to get something which is going to completely impede your week, your work, your relationships, your workouts, your training, your results, everything. It's going to ruin everything. Literally everything. Because you made a stupid choice. Because you ate like an asshole. Now, for those of you who you didn't know this before, and this is why I'm making this video. A lot of you guys don't know this, which is why I'm making this video to educate you. Now you know this. All right? So if you know this now, and you still make those choices, I'm going to tell you now, because this is what I believe, you're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. Okay? And you deserve everything that happens to you. Whether that's an injury, being sick, getting a disease, whatever, you deserve it. You did it to yourself. It's kind of like loading a gun and then shooting yourself in the arm. Shooting yourself in the foot. Why should I feel sorry for you when you just shot yourself? You loaded the gun and pulled the trigger on yourself. Why should I care? Why should I feel sorry for you? I fucking don't. Because you made the choice. Your life is a series of choices, man. It's a series of choices. Every second of every day, you get a choice of how you live, how you eat, how you invest your time, what you do, how you improve yourself. And your life's results, your current life's results, is a reflection of the choices that you've been making recently, the past months, past years. You make a stupid choice, you will get a negative result. Always. Especially when it comes to flour. This shit is fucking worse than sugar, man. And this is the other side of this too. Sugar does this too. So don't think that you can just not eat flour and then go eat sugar and you get away with it. Okay? Because sugar does the same thing. The difference is that flour has, not only does it have the blood sugar spiking components, it has all those other components that actually tear your gut. But sugar does the same thing. On top of that, I forgot to mention this. Both of these actually affect your microbiome, okay? Your microbiome is basically your gut bacteria, okay? We are literally, in case you don't know this, we are literally more bacteria than we are human. We literally have more bacteria in our body, especially in our gut, and on our body than we have cells in our body. Literally. Like, we're basically a fucking walking bacteria, okay? When you eat these foods, it feeds all the wrong ones. It feeds the bad bacteria. It feeds the fungus. And all this shit starts to grow out of control. Ever heard of Candida? Candida with a C. Google it if you don't know what it is. Because 9 out of 10 of you watching this video have Candida. And it's because you eat flour, you eat sugar, you eat processed carbs. It feeds Candida, which grows out of control. Candida is actually attributed to cancer. Okay? Some scientists will tell you cancer is caused by Candida. Look at what the average American eats. Look at how many Americans die from cancer every year. Now, They die mainly from the treatment of the cancer, but point is, they get cancer. Look at what Americans eat every day. Connect the dots. Same thing with heart disease. This shit causes heart disease too. Top killer in America every year. You're doing it to yourself, man. So, but anyway, this is why I want to make the video. So, the whole point of me making this video is I want to tell you, flour, sugar, any processed carbs whatsoever, absolute, they're basically digging your grave. They're dumb if you eat them. If you eat them, you're stupid, period. You're a fucking idiot, like I said a minute ago. You're stupid, okay? Because these are literally digging your grave. Literally, with your own fork and your own spoon and your own teeth. You're digging your grave. So, anyway, so I just wanted to kind of give you a little education and kind of teach you why flour is so bad and what it really does to your body, because a lot of you don't know. Now you know. You continue to eat like you do. Like I said, you deserve everything bad that happens to you. I do not feel sorry for you whatsoever, because you choose to live the way you do, to feel the way you do, to have the life you do. Your life's a choice, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any crying, any bitching, complaining that you're fat, that you're sick, that you have disease, that you have injuries. All your fault. You chose them. So anyway, that concludes my lesson for today. And I know I dropped a lot of F-bombs and, because that's just me. That's my thing. So share this video, but just put a little warning up. I know some of you're afraid to share my videos because I drop so many F-bombs and shit. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Fuck. I don't care. Okay? But I do want to educate people. I do want to help people, but I'm not going to change who I am. Okay? I'm not going to change who I am, because my delivery is for a direct impact. It's not designed to fucking sugarcoat and blow smoke up people's asses. The whole point of the reason why I speak the way I do, besides the fact that it's a Sewell thing, is it has maximum impact. So if you're going to share the video, just put a little warning at the top. Just say, hey, profanity, if you're sensitive, don't watch, but this video's gold. Please watch it. It could save your life. Something along those lines. Okay? So thank you for sharing. I love you for watching. You are the best. Appreciate you. Love you. Now I want to save you. Learn this shit. Apply it to your life. Become the best version of you. That's why I do this, man. That's why I do this. So you can become the best version of you. Yeah, I cuss at you. Yeah, I scream at you. Yeah, I bitch at you. Yeah, I call you a stupid fuck or a stupid fucking idiot or whatever I said earlier. But it's because I love you. It really is. It's because I truly care. There's nobody in your life that cares about you more than I do. You don't even care about you as much as I do. And that's a fact. Okay? So anyway, that's why I do this. So share it.